Well, good morning or good afternoon. I grew up in South Africa with parents who are important figures in wildlife conservation and with a grandfather who was one of the founders of the modern science of entomology. Accordingly, my childhood was full of animals, discussions of conservation, and other topics that were not normally a formative background for a teenage boy. I have now had over 45 years working in academia and for animal nonprofits in the US and around the world. Over those years, it became clear that there was a gap in charitable efforts working on more than one of these areas. In my case, I looked specifically at the importance of the relationships among people, animals, and the environment. Many charities work in just one of these areas, providing support either to people experiencing various wildlife challenges or helping animals or addressing environmental challenges. But we at the founders of Wellbeing International felt that we needed an organization that looked at all three simultaneously and identified solutions that did not prioritize one of the areas over the others, but instead looked for a win-win-win opportunity. One of our projects, the Global Dog Campaign, illustrates these interconnections very well. There are about 900 million dogs in the world today, 300 million of whom live on the streets. So while heading up an international charity, I developed a project in which the organization I was at then began to encourage the capture, sterilization, and vaccination, and the return to the streets of dogs in specific communities. We started in the Bahamas, moved on to India, and eventually took on a project encompassing a whole country, the Kingdom of Bhutan in the Himalayas. Over this period, I learned that while our project did help the street dogs directly, it also helped the people in those communities where the dogs were being managed, and also led to a reduction in dog-wildlife conflict. About 10 years ago, the UN Development Programme conducted a survey of communities in Bosnia to find out what their main issues were and to determine how the UNDP could assist those communities with their concerns. The UNDP expected that communities would have security concerns or problems with infrastructure or insufficient opportunities. But one of the major concerns they reported focused on roaming packs of street dogs and the threat those dogs pose to the community and to their livestock. So the UNDP partnered with the International Fund for Animal Welfare, a major international animal organization, to help 3 communities in Bosnia address their roaming dog issue. The project was very successful, and the UNDP extended it to several more communities. But there was one important and unexpected result that reflects this interaction between people, animals, and environment. Through the process of engaging the communities and their leaders to address and resolve the roaming dog issue, UNDP found that the ethnic tensions in each community were considerably reduced. So this is a real-life example of how this type of project can work. We currently have projects that we're trying to fund in Costa Rica, in Mexico, in India, and in South Africa. And we really welcome the CFC and all of its members and partners to explore what we have to offer on our website. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the time and the opportunity.